Hey all, happy Saturday the 18th. Time in California is 1:41 p.m. Let me make sure I do the calculations for today's date. So we do 8 and 1 is 9, and 7 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 22 plus 0 equals 2. So today's number is 2. It's going to be good. Between 2 and 3 is going to be a very interesting number because I have to reset my altar. Not in a bad way. Actually, I'm going to do a double burn. This is going to be interesting because some things are taking slower time to burn. I see where earth and prosperity and grounding money came in. That burned fast. Kind of do a candle. I have to keep that one lit. Oshun was doing very well. I have to reset her. But I'm not going to blow them out. Let them play out. I'm looking at just how everything's set up right now. And it's flowing interesting this time. But I'm not complaining. It's all with love and light. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. I'm just very happy for a few reasons. I don't know what's going on in my life right now. I don't know. I'm just very happy with everything. There's so much happening right now. Time is racing. This weekend is going to be chill. Talk to, and I like Marco Polo, you guys. So I talked to a little big bro checking in on me because I know he can sense me too. I'm going through some shit, but still in transition. I've been a little quiet, but I'm doing my own thing. He has his own thing going, and sis is doing okay, and everybody's glowing right now. I'm just loving the air with everybody. I'm just happy. I love those around my heart. Talked to my dude earlier this morning a couple times, and he makes my day smile too as usual. And I love our conversations. And I have a couple assignments, and I completed the first assignment. So a couple things. I agree with him, too, because the exercise, the thing that he requested of me, and I can understand because he did the same thing. Whatever, we're equally yoked. I love this dude. You ever getting married? So, it's interesting how your past tries to hold on to you and stay in your present and future, even though they fucked you over in the past. You feel me? I'm not going to tell his story, but I could just say that for me, the people, I'm always there for everybody else. But when I need somebody, motherfuckers ain't there for me and left me hanging high and dry, you know what I'm saying? But still want to hang on for the ride. We're not doing that. That show's over, blood. Where's that song? Like a song called Where Is You At? You know what I'm saying? So we're cutting off old chapters so we can maintain our chapter and keep it moving. This is all new. And I love the way he loves them, even for today. What happened and how it happened, that man's in my soul. I'm in his too. So assignment, not an assignment. No, I didn't realize I had that many pictures and memories. It was hard for a minute. My PTSD was triggered. There's a couple folks on my page who have PTSD too. Especially if you're dealing with a narcissist or there's a couple women on my page who are in a narcissist support, women who are surviving from narcissists. And it's not just a term to use, it's just, there's levels to this shit. I'm like, oh God, even the thought of it makes me want to throw up right now. I'm not being extra, I'm so serious. Anyway. I think that with me having a journey of abuse, whether it be rape, molest, incest, regular abuse, whatever's going on. My mother's a narc, which is why I have a domestic violence order against her because she's a source of mommy dearest on steroids to not just me, to my brothers and so many others too, but plays a good show up front though. And I cut the whole family off. Anything tied to abuse, I had to let it go. So it's weird that how I'm trying to heal from one situation, I have a wolf in sheep's clothing with false advertisement, and that person's exactly what I'm trying to heal and get away from. And it amplifies on a whole different level. The gaslighting, the passive aggressive, the massive manipulation, guilt trips. And I look at things because when I was at my lowest point, and I'm still trying to be a good person, so I'm trying to work on breaking certain patterns about being a people pleaser and being the yes girl and things I was programmed as a child through abuse. And I kept reenacting to start growing and getting out of that, breaking certain patterns. You can still be a kind person, still loving spirit, and still be a healer. But you still, as Capricorn sis said best, boundaries. And some people will recognize that kindness and that sweet nature in you and take advantage of it. There is a reason why I have a huge strawberry tatted on my leg tied to a web with a black widow that my dad gifted me in symbolization with jewelry, okay? And I'm learning to get out of certain patterns. But I'm still, as many say, even my mother, soon-to-be mother-in-law said, you're too nice. Not the first time I've heard that. My sisters often say, too nice. I just love from my heart. Like, you're talking to an angel. What do I say? But even angels can be demons. But let me stop. But I think that what happened with me is that a lot of times in healing, because if you're not healed properly growing up, even into adulthood, if you go through traumatic situations, you tend to suppress a lot. You just act like you don't even see it. So even if you guys come into my house, my mother no longer exists. You'll never see a picture of her or anything on the wall referencing her or my stepdad. Anything to do with any of that side of the family, anything tied to that trauma, you won't see it. Only exception is my son. Even that's kept at a length because he's still tied to that too for reasons. I forgive him. But I'm just distancing myself and cutting off my life from that part so I can grow and I can heal properly because I've been through way too much. And so people always ask me why I always say sorry if I'm certain things you could tell when somebody's been through abuse because I'm picking up these patterns too. Like, stop apologizing so much. But even if I didn't do anything wrong, it's just like automatically I'm sorry. I'll never forget that because even for one of my son's homegirls who's been through trauma too, she had the same type of behaviors I did. Like, you're used to being attacked. So if you didn't do things a certain way, you have to always explain yourself and say, I'm sorry, whatever else. Like, I don't know. I'm like Miss Seeley. And you're not used to it. You don't have to say sorry and be apologetic for how you feel and setting boundaries. But when you're growing up and going through abuse, you're used to being punished and being antagonized, and it's a very unhealthy. But it's saying that when you're a child going through this, but from childhood all the way through adulthood, it's a hard pattern to break, but it can be done. So what I'm saying, just work with me here. But I still have that nature. That's my nature, to be kind and be sweet and be loving. So where am I going with this? I am going to do a rant today. We're going to talk about this because something truly triggered me. And I'm seeing, because even with being around no longer, it got to the point after a certain time, because he was sweet and he's a minister, he's a gentleman on the outside, started out cool. That was false advertisement because the true nature started to show. And it's sad to me because he's projecting what he despises, and I understand his story. That's what connected us, because we get each other. We've been through some very similar experiences, and I understand his trauma too. But he's still reenacting that trauma, and he's projecting what he despises. So I'll never forget, as him and I talked when we first started dating, and we talked about our stories, he considered himself to be a monster. He was big and bad. He's still a badass, you know what I'm saying? He still has those tendencies in him. He can still be hood as fuck. That's town business for real. But he also has, like he told me, you can look at my eyes, you see little Tammy in there. Not Phoenix, little Tammy. The innocent Tammy. The one before all this trauma and shit happened. Even with him, I see in his eyes too, I see little Tay. But because we've been through all this abuse and things that happened to us, we built up these walls. And so, yeah, now I am angelic demon. Now I am Doberman. Yeah, I do have that black widow for a reason. And for him, he thought he was a monster. And you act as such. In defense. I'm gonna get emotional here. Not to sit there. I'm not missing him. I understand some things, and this is. I understand. It just hurts. I had to open up some wounds and face some demons for me to sit there and destroy them. And this is hard right now, you guys. I've been triggered. And so people come through all these situations and they're trying to heal, but don't heal properly. But you still have that wall up. So, he said, at one point, I realized I'm not a monster. And he's not. Because I saw a good in him too. I saw some good in him too. But something's still in his nature. So I think about everything he said, and it killed me. I had to talk to my dude about this last night because I hear so much. It's almost damn near identical to things that I hear so often. Not just from him, story of my life, because some of you guys know me offline. How many stalkers and clingers have I had? Really? I've had to get restraining orders literally against dudes because they don't want to let go and leave me alone. Like, for real, including my first husband. Had to sit there and go through some shit with my second husband's crazy as hell. I just saw, oh my God, that was a hot mess. Who else is there? Another Cancer, SJSU, two or twin from when I was going to college. That happened after I broke up with Beautiful. And even Beautiful, I had to threaten him with a restraining order too. Because these niggas don't go away. Scorpio, oh my God, I didn't have to get a restraining order against him, but I had to take some drastic measures because some of you guys remember, this is going after 2 years, do not sleep with your colleagues, okay? That's supposed to be a one-time thing. There's no one-time thing with me. They do not go away. I really am scared to sleep with my husband. I'm so serious. This is going to be, oh Lord Jesus, oh Lord. Oh, it's going down. They don't go away. They will sit there and stalk your pages and stalk your social media and do crazy ass shit. And I don't know. Some of you guys work with me and have seen for yourselves. And I can't explain it if I try to. I don't know what's going on. For my clique with no longer, even when we had our old sis Lala, we don't talk to anymore. And she was there the first night to come kick with me when I was staying in the motel before I got into the domestic violence program, in between my transition because of domestic violence. And she met no longer. And this motherfucker popped up over the bridge. He came back and forth about like 5 or 6 times just to see what's going on because he wanted to isolate me. And they turned crazy since the first time, okay? And they don't go away. They don't go away. And see what's weird about this. Even before, I'm gonna sit there and call. No, I'm not gonna call Broski out because he had a moment too. You know what I'm saying? He's good now because he's moved on and got married. That's what's up, good. But what he got married right after everything happened. I don't know, long story. I'm a story to tell. But yeah, that was supposed to be a one-time thing too, and just keep it moving as homies, and that didn't happen like that. It turned to an addicting thing for like 9 months later. And he was territorial too. There's a lot happening in my life. I don't know. I'm scared to share my vagina with my husband. Oh, please don't go crazy on me. They always say they're going to be cool. And it's weird because for men, they talk about like the previous dude because they see how the previous dude is acting. Phone blown up, motherfuckers be showing up at your door. They do not let you go. And it's not just because of sex, okay? I know I'm a full package. I'm a genie in a bottle. I don't know. And it'd be one thing if situations actually worked out to where they did the right thing and were actually cool, but these motherfuckers were not equally yoked. It was just passing on through for me. But they were still doing stupid shit, and I just don't have time for it, so I keep it moving. That's what I do. I don't have time. Same way dudes do. I'm a dude in the female's body. Okay, let's leave it like that. But they don't let go. Even to this day, I still have people watching and stalking, reaching out to my page, want to see how I'm doing, watching my YouTube channels, all kinds of stuff. All my exes, pretty much. They don't go away. This by far, I will say though, out of all the divorces I've had and engagements that I broke off, I even had my second high school sweetheart. He went to jail for a week for stalking I'll never forget that because I was going to work at San Jose State University Police Department. He walked right to me. He stalked me all the way to my job. And my reporting sergeant sat there and just put cuffs on him, and it was a wrap. That was so bad. And we still stayed engaged after that. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know. I don't know. I'm having jitters right now, but I'm not going to back down. Because this dude right here, I'm going to marry. I love him. We're in love. It's going to happen. Already on lock. But this is a whole different situation. This is natural. This is equally yoked, matured nature and love and understanding communication on several levels. This is yum yum. But out of everything I've been through, because I can attract anybody, it's just what's going to keep my attention like I really am clicking with. And no longer just didn't fit the bill because what I signed up for is not what happened. And it was not healthy. It became toxic real quick. But I still gave my heart. I give my heart. I'm always giving my heart. And my dad, everybody, I've always been too nice. So as I love you, I want you to love me back the same. And may it be consistent in being your nature. Not just put on a show how to lure a woman. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden your true intentions show. Because I'm going to read you in a heartbeat. All of a sudden it's going to be a rap. And I'm not going to like you. So every time you come back, it's going to get worse and worse. Because I'm not trying to fuck with you. You feel me? When I say be gone, be gone. And so it's interesting to me how for every dude who I've had the situation with, they'll sit there and wait a little while, check back. A couple months, see how I'm doing. I'm thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I love you. I want to see you. You should have been my wife. My son should have been yours. That's an old police officer. I just sit there and block him too. And that's a whole different story too, from way back when, before my son was even born. And I talked to him like maybe about a month ago. I'm not feeling any of that. It's just time to cut all that off. It's just not my flavor, dude. They don't go away. And they talk about the previous dude because they see these dudes come to my door and how they're acting. But it's weird because they be like, what do you be doing to these dudes? I don't know. It's in my pores. I don't know. I just have a special gift and I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just being me. And all of a sudden they start doing the same exact shit that they're capped about with the other previous dude. You feel me? And so I was listening to my future husband last night. And I love the words he says. And we just click in our conversations. And I can't wait till he comes home. He's almost done with his assignment. And you feel it. This is way different. I actually feel this. But the same identical thing that no longer said. Because they all say that, talking about, I'll never be like that. And if a female tells me she don't fuck with me, that's it. Do you know how often I've heard that shit? And they end up in restraining order court, but like, this nigga right here, this going on, keep away from me. They don't go away. But see, this will be different because if we're getting married, that's cool. That's a whole different thing. Just please don't turn crazy on me. That's all I ask. Please. Because they all start out being cool and calm and collected, and they turn into no longer. I mean, I have motherfuckers popping up on my window, sitting there blowing up my phone, you know what I'm saying? Sitting there calling from the gate, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. I'm telling him I have somebody, here's the dude on the phone, and my dude sitting there acknowledging him and saying, well, you know what I'm saying? That's my woman, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? And all of a sudden, nigga comes back the next day, and he meets my mother-in-law, like, I don't know what to do with my life right now. You see on camera, I'm letting you know I moved on before all this. Like, I moved on, I'm sleeping with your worst enemy, and you still want to come back? And like, he is not letting go, and he still wants me to be his wife. That's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. I cannot make this up. Some of you guys are seeing for yourselves. I don't know what's going on. You know, Jesus, fix it, take the wheel. I don't know, fix it, take the wheel. But, oh God, this by far is the worst, most hurtful breakup I've had. Not because, when I say he broke my heart, because my future asked me, you know, do you really miss him because you keep bringing this nigga's name up? I'm also getting over a heartbreak. This nigga's not going away. I don't miss him. I've been checked out the relationship. I think it's just the principality of the matter about how much I invested into this man. So if I was when I lost everything, between the domestic violence situation, I had to rebuild myself, homeless and hustling, you know what I'm saying? If I had 400 that only came in for a whole month, or 421. He would get the whole 400 just to help him. And I just sit there and hustle for the rest without him. You feel me? I'm always there to help him, never asked him for a dime. But then he's sitting with the benefits of it. I'm always helping him with his hustle, helping him get jobs, helping him stay on his feet while I'm falling apart. You feel me? I was his co-pilot, his secretary, his Michelle Obama. But it was not to my benefit. In the meantime, he's stressing me out. And he just wouldn't let go. And my thing is, as a man, if you see that you're breaking your woman down and she's crying and she's telling you, just let me go, I'm not happy. And you see that now she's getting to the point where she's so stressed out, she's throwing up, or she shakes when you even get close to her. Like, you physically see her shaking. If you hug her, you feel her shaking, because it's just my body's reacting. I wasn't happy, and I lost my smile. I look at all I invested into this person. I'm his best friend, but he's never been mine. But you love me though, right? So, for all those pictures I had on my page, it triggered memories, and not in a good way, because I'm looking at how every time we went out, I'll never forget, for my soror, DST, she called it out, because when my settlement finally came in and back pay came in, and I'm able to start catching up, I still want to just enjoy life and breathe for a minute. As I'm a giver, I don't sit there and try to buy your affection. I just like memories. So going to the movies, let's go play some games, let's go shoot some pool, let's go take a trip for his birthday. I stunted. He never came out of pocket for any of that shit. Comedy clubs, I was doing that anyway. I just want to be happy. That's just my nature. By investing in somebody who was not investing into me and not trying to, because he had a selfish nature. And he made that clear too. I saw some of the videos. He made it clear he's selfish and he's jealous. But he loves me though, right? But I always make an excuse, but I'm always uplifting him. But whenever I need somebody, I always have to do that shit on my own. So it's kind of hurtful. I don't want to see his face. I'm not doing a pity party here because I allowed this, but I'm reenacting the trauma that I've been used to. So I'm trying to therefore, break bad patterns. Some people could look outside and say, it's your fault because you let it happen, but you guys don't know what somebody's been through. So if you're trained as a child to just deal with situations. So if I've been raped, and if I say anything, I get attacked. Even what happened with my mama recently, like the whole domestic violence issue, look what happens when you speak up. Don't tell me how to feel unless you've been in my shoes, in my situation, and walked on my journey. Do you understand me? Otherwise, shut the fuck up. And until you properly heal, it'll be one thing if it happens when you're a little child, but if that pain continues from childhood on so many different levels through adulthood, unless you have been through my shoes and in my journey, don't say anything. Because you don't know how people have been trained to have to deprogram all this other stuff. It's not that easy. For the women on my page that are dealing with narcissists that have been in situations will understand what I'm saying. Don't let anyone ever tell you how you should feel and what you should do unless they're qualified. It's okay to be a homie and say some stuff and give advice, but unless you have been in that person's shoes, keep your mouth shut and just pray for them and still uplift them, but leave it like that. And I just didn't see it. I'm trying to just believe. I want to see the best in people, but it's just too much pain. I associate with him with pain. It's too much pain. I'm talking about thousands of dollars and things I've done, but just to help uplift, all the time spent, even going on this hustle with him, and all the jobs and blessings, I opened the doors for him to only misuse and lose, and still not grateful, and still whatever path I'm on, he's not on that path with me. He was never equally yoked. It's just, you look back and see so much pain. And he wonders why every time he tries to come back, I get more and more agitated because I want you out of my life. Some of you guys even saw that one video where he thought it was a game to sit there and put his hands on me. Not the first time he's done that shit. And I'm like, I want you out of my life. And he's saying, no, I'm not leaving. That's just a glimpse. I'm not being victim on this shit. It's just I'm trying to get past it. I just know that I don't care how wonderful our pictures look. Some of you guys made lots of comments, and that hurt because if only you guys knew the pain behind those smiles. I wasn't happy. I lost my smile a long time ago. And even for those memories came with a price. And I look at how much time and money and energy I invested into somebody who just is not good for me. And he sees he's hurting me, but yet won't let me go. So I thought about what my husband said, because we had some talks about some stuff. We have some very similar situations here. And even talking to my my little big bro, god bro, or sis today, both of them, they've both been in my house. And you come in my house, I still have some more collage frames to get. Because I asked future husband, I said, what's your most prized possession? For me, it's photos, because photos are memories. So you walk in my house, you'll see pictures of daddy and my brother, my son, my sisters, Libra gang, my sorors, and my sisters from even the shelter. I keep certain things in my different experiences. Big bro L, I have a lot of good memories in here because surrounded by love and happiness. But it's hard for me to walk past and actually look at certain photos because No Longer is still in there for a couple photos. And Scorpio, who's also the other stalker, he's a clinger. He's in two of those photos. Those are coming down regardless. They'll just be blank for a while until I get them replaced. But I want to be surrounded by happiness and love and light. So my photos and pictures of me and daddy, even from my graduation from high school, and me in his first and last family photo with me, him, and my son. When my son was 10. Certain things are close to my heart. So I even for today, I asked, I know me and my husband have plenty of memories to make. I'll put mama's pictures up in here too somewhere. We have pictures together too. But I want pictures of my bro, and I want pictures of my sis. I have pictures of her in here anyway, but I want something updated. But it's time to let go of those old pictures. It's hard for me to look at even the sight of No Longer. And so after I got halfway through it, you have to get mad about the shit. Turn that pain into power. And I'm thinking about everything I went through. So it hurts really bad because you can't be a good person to open your heart without people taking advantage. Some people say they love you and they may think they love you, but they don't know how to love you. There's a difference here. And he's in survivor mode, and I read his soul. That's the crazy part. I read his soul. We're still linked, which is how I know I can sense him. Because even when I was talking to future husband the other night, kid you not, I kept telling him, I was like, I sense him. I'm not looking for this motherfucker, but I just sense him. And sure enough, phone blowing up, he pops up, it's going down. I didn't open the door. Where is I going with this? You turn your pain to power. And so I'm thinking about everything I invested into this man. So I don't want the money back. You can't get any of that back anyway. I don't want any of that. I just want to move on. I just need him to leave me alone. But I'm just keeping in mind that I never needed him. Because even when I moved in here, whatever I went through, losing 2 babies by myself that he planned and wanted so bad, I lost them by myself. So I'm turning that power, that pain into anger and control. Take control of the situation. So I figure out what I'm dealing with now, finish getting those pictures off. Then my boo things calls. You know what I'm saying? King calls. My little snooker pookums. So me and snooker pookums are talking. And I don't know, he turns those tears into automatic, like glowing. I don't know. He be doing it for me, little handsome self. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus. Him and those locks is going down. Oh my God. Anyway, mama has good genes. But I love his words and his poems, and we're just sitting here talking and stuff. And he makes my day bright. See, I'm smiling again. See, the pain went from pain to pleasure. See? He's good for my soul. And I love his poems and stuff. But we're catching up and game planning and all kinds of stuff, talking and whatever. I'm trying to get my game plan. I have to run some more errands for him. And yeah, I am going to go to get my tattoo next week. And yes, I am going to get his name on me in a couple places. And yes, he's going to get his name or my name on him. And it's a lot going on. And yes, it's official. We're going to get married. So that's going on. But and I found a tattoo shop. I'm going there momentarily, put the deposit down. Whatever you want, Daddy. But oh God, that's crazy because no longer has been asking for a tattoo, for me to tattoo his name on me for the longest time. I'm like, And I'm glad I did. I trust my gut. My gut was right. No. But I'll say yes to my husband, the quickness. It's going both ways, and it's a lock anyway. Por vida. But anyway, so I take a break, and I'm happy talking to my king. And then I go back to deleting all the photos, so I'm feeling better now. We have our game plan. It's going down. We're good to go. And I catch up with bro and sis, but then I have to now go through deleting the photos. All the photos are gone from my page to now my videos. I have tons of videos I had on there too on my page with him and me interacting over the years. Too many memories. And I'm getting pissed, but what kills me, the videos are worse than deleting the pictures because I'm hearing all the shit he had to say at different times. So this time last year and how he's acting, talk about he's not a stalker. Bruh. I'm not going to force you to want to be with me. And no, I'm not no fucking stalker. Yes, you are. When you try to pop up at my house last time, what was going on? No, I'm looking at where we were from this time last year until now, and that's a lot happening. It just, some things will piss you off, and some things I'm like, I'm reminded, and just some things make me cringe. I just need him to go away. So what I'm going to do, this is not harassment. I need him to stop harassing me and leave me alone because when my dude comes home, it's going to be a problem. And I don't want my man coming home to bullshit. We are done with this chapter. I've been done even before me and my man made it official. He needs to go. Stay gone. You cannot come back. Go home to your whole ass wife. If you say you want me to be happy, I've said several times. How many times have I heard him say in the videos that I love you, I never meant to hurt you, and I'm sorry. There are so many different videos I went through today, and he said that. But he keeps repeating the same as behavior because that's his nature. You feel me? It makes me sick to my stomach to have to replay certain things about when things happen. Even if I was single, I would never want him, ever. I would never marry him. And I told him that directly, point blank. He lost his shot. He lost his Jonker diamond. Too much damage has been done on so many different levels. It's not even funny. He has me scared to even sleep with my dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not because of health reasons. It's just because of just trauma. Like, I don't know. I can't be doing this anymore. Motherfuckers don't know how to act. I don't know. This is the worst one out of all of them, though. So I let my dude know too. I kept a few of those videos, just maybe 3 videos or maybe 4 at the most, out of like tons. Anything to do with him has been deleted. But just having to relive in those moments of having those conversations, and it was too much for me today. That was very exhausting. But I had to take those Band-Aids off and face that anyway because I don't want to see him anymore. I don't want to even see his face. And I know my dude's hella tired of seeing him among other people. Okay? So it's time to go ahead and clean that spiritual house out. It was just hard. I'm not trying to be exaggerating on this shit. Like, he really, like, triggers my PTSD. And he may not have that intention, but the fact is, it's still continuously happening. There's just too much damage. I will never go back to him. But he's going to have to respect my house, or now our house, and me and my dude, soon to be husband. Because I'll fuck around, return the favor. But I just need him to leave me alone. I really don't wish any bad. I just want him to stop. Stop contacting me. This is over. I know his heart is broke, but he fucked that up. Consequences of his actions. But I do want to send a thank you card. I think I am going to. Because it was not for him breaking my heart and leaving me open like this. I found somebody who could do what he was not qualified to do. And somebody who's going to love me the way that I deserve to be loved. The way he couldn't do and didn't do. I found somebody who's giving me his heart and his soul. I found someone who is selfless, not selfish, and love me the same way I love them. I found somebody who loves me in the light and the dark. I found someone who does not live in lies. I found someone who is not going to hurt me. And what no longer was hoping and dreaming could have with me and didn't make the cut, thank you for fucking up to make room for the man who could make the cut and did, is going to. And I'm going to give the rest of my life to, as he's giving me his, as we're that unit, as I will be his wife. So, I am posting this for reasons. Emotionally, it was very hard for me this morning, but I'm okay now. I'm excited about life. I feel pampered. I feel loved. I feel adored. I feel grateful. I feel proud. I feel very happy for many reasons. My brother, my sister, my future husband, me, just life overall is falling into place. But anyway, you guys, I want you guys to have a great day. This is my video journal vlog for today. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get out of here since like an hour ago. I'm gonna hurry up and get out of here now because I have errands to run. And whatever he told me to do, I'm gonna go ahead and do. I got you, Daddy. But I'm not spending your money though. I'm doing what you asked me to. I don't care what he says. He pampers me. No. Let's go ahead and stack. But anyway, I love everybody. I want you guys to have a great day and talk to you soon.